Alright, there's Cheryl and Carolyn and Lane. I just saw a movie. I'll tell you the whole story of the day in a bit, but you'll notice that there's now root beer all over the floor. That's mine. I gotta explain that as well. Okay, I just want to go to bed because I feel sick. But I'll try to sum up my day in like 1 minute, like in 60 seconds, just so you know what's going on. Maybe I shouldn't be so raw and honest and gross with my vlogs now because, you know, I'm getting more people following me because of maybe the film festival postings, but whatever. This is me. I'm real. I have a double chin. So I woke up this morning and I just basically was uploading TIFF celebrity interviews all day, and then I had to do an audition for my voice agent in Milwaukee, but I was still kind of congested. I feel like I've been a bit congested since I had the cold last Saturday. Also, question, if anybody knows how to just keep talking and then have the video automatically continue for like the separate little videos so I don't have to keep stopping and starting, let me know if you know how to do that. Anyway, I couldn't tell if I was like still sick from my cold, like still congested, or it's just my normal nasal congestion. But I figured I should try to clear myself out, so I did like 3 neti pots. I think you're only supposed to do 1 at a time, and I used the extra strength. And whenever I do them, it gets out a bit of the mucus, but then it really inflames inside, so I feel almost more congested for a while. But then it kept lasting. Like, I couldn't stop sneezing, and I finally went to the gym. And on the way to the gym, I had to sit outside for a bit, like on the terrace there, and just keep sneezing, and snot's dripping out. And I had to go to the gym, well, because I don't allow myself to watch movies unless I'm running on the treadmill. And I wanted to watch Kingsman because Cheryl was taking me to the sequel tonight that she won tickets to. But I went too late, so I only got an hour into the movie, but I think I got the gist of it. And then I was a bit late getting to the movie. Well, she always says early. She said 6 this time, but I knew she meant 7. So I got there around 6:30, and she's texting me because I was in the washroom, and she's like, "Oh, Carolyn's here." And I'm like, "Carolyn? My friend Carolyn, who lives in Oshawa and didn't tell me she was going to be like a block away from me, like seeing a movie? Surely Cheryl must be mistaken because she's never met her in person." So I'm like, oh, it can't really be Carolyn. Carolyn would have told me she was going to be here. But then when I was walking up the stairs to see Cheryl, I see Carolyn sitting behind her, and Carolyn's like, "Hey," and then her daughter Lane is like, "Hey, come sit with us, sit beside me." And I was being a baby. I was just like, "Oh, hey." I said, "Oh, hi, good to see you," like a block from my house, and not telling me you were here. And Carolyn's like, "Oh, well, we were trying to win extra tickets," and then I just sat I said, I'm sitting beside Cheryl. This is what I said, and then I was just being a sulky baby. And Lane, her daughter, goes, "Whoa, like, are you talking to me?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because you said I was weird," because Carolyn told me that she said I was weird the other day. And Lane's like, "Well, I meant in a good way." And I'm like, "No, you didn't." She's like, "How do you know?" I'm like, "I know you." I was just being, like, how did I out-dramatize a 15-year-old girl? Like, I'm even in my head, I'm like, don't be like this, don't be a dick. But I was also feeling kind of sick and nasally anyway. I shouldn't have said the D word. And then I could hear Carolyn explaining to, like, there was a movie critic in front of her. She was talking to people around her, saying, "Yeah, we tried to win tickets, and we were just going to be, like, driving here for the movie. Then I had to go back because we were seeing our grandmother for dinner. Then came here, and then we had to go back home." So whoever she was talking to, she was explaining why. Maybe it was to Cheryl, probably. I was just, like, eyes forward and being a baby. And then through the whole movie, I had, like, Kleenex and napkins stuck up my nose because my nose was dripping, and Cheryl kept handing me napkins. And then when the movie ended, Cheryl wanted to go around picking up, like, little stickers that were on the cups and the popcorn to try to win this contest. And so we sat through the whole credits, first of all, hoping there would be end credits or something, and there wasn't. And then we ran around, like, looking for labels. I found one, but Carolyn had already been gone, like, before the credits were even over. So here's the thing. I had a cup. It's so hard to tell stories in 15-second increments. Okay, I've got an old movie cup that I keep in my closet, like my kitchen cupboard, and then I bring it to movies to fill it with pop from the machines. It's so cheap and illegal, I know, but I bring it with me. And actually, I had 2 cups, so I brought them both just in case. And then I filled them with pop for the movie, or I filled the 1 cup with pop, and I didn't drink it. It was kind of gross. It was cream soda, and I got the strawberry flavor. which is kind of gross flavor, but the main reason I didn't drink it is because I didn't want to have to pee during the movie, so I'm like, I'm not going to drink anything. And also I had a napkin stuck up my nose, so if I was drinking, I probably wouldn't be able to breathe at all. But because this cup was so old, it was kind of like weak. It wouldn't really hold the liquids. Like the lid wouldn't just fit on firmly. It was all kind of soft. So then when, actually I think at some point, maybe during the movie or maybe when I was packing up to go, I put the cup with the pop. I put the cup with the pop in my other cup. So it was a very tall cup, but I was hoping the other, like the 2 layers would provide extra strength. So then we leave the theater finally, and I'm carrying my giant tall cup. And we see Cheryl and Lane standing, and Carolyn and Lane, what was Carolyn doing? Just sending a text. So she was getting in some YouTube war with someone like who had left a comment on her video. And Lane's not looking at me or talking to me, and that's fine. I'm being a sucky baby too. And then I think, okay, well, you know what? They're just talking, they're chatting. I need to go to the washroom. So I put my giant tall cup on a counter, like one of those things where the garbage is and stuff. And then I walk to the washroom, but I got like 5 steps and I hear it crash and I look, and because my cup was so tall, it was unstable and just fell and spilled all over the floor. And I was like, oh crap. And Lane's like, was that yours? And I was like, yeah. And everybody's like, what? And then I just ran to the washroom, and then I came back, and that's where I showed you the video of me approaching them. And then I walked with all of them to the parkings. They were both parked underground, and it was fine. Oh yeah, Carolyn gave me a hug goodbye. Lane didn't even look at me. And there you go, you're caught up. Cheryl dropped me at home. I don't know why she always needs directions to my home. She always parks across the street from my building. The movie theater is a block from my place. And she's like, where do I turn? Left, right? How do I get home? North? I'm like, whatever. She's nice. So there you go. Still haven't heard from Alana, who vanished from the movie yesterday. I've alienated Carolyn, or at least Lane. And I can't even breathe through my nose. And I think I actually feel like I'm sick now. Like, maybe I'm sick. So I'm going to take my my liquid cold medicine that I bought last Saturday when I needed to get well. Like, I know it doesn't cure colds, but it helps me sleep. And I wanted to get well for the Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm going to try it tonight. And tomorrow I've got a phone call with an ad agency that wants me to do some copywriting for this website. And hopefully I'll finally upload the rest of my celebrity videos. And Wednesday night, I'm meeting with a PR woman, and we can talk about how I can help her. She liked my TIFF vlogs too, and she actually said she was going to be at that movie tonight, but I was feeling so sick I didn't text her, I didn't look for her. Okay, thanks for listening to this. We could call this a podcast, right? This is like a podcast I was talking about. Okay, good night, Rack Pack. Okay, postscript, P.S. This is like the after credits thing. I just was looking at my photos album to make sure I just downloaded this story so I can upload it later. And there's a photo I want to show you. It's kind of funny. I took it in the movie theater. Like, I wanted to see who Carolyn and Lane were sitting next to, because Cheryl told me they were talking to a guy near them or something, and I was a bit jealous that they had, like, a new guy friend. And I also wanted to see, like, who's this movie critic they said they were talking to. So I couldn't look back, because I didn't want them to know I was looking at them. I didn't want to interact, so I was being a sucky baby. So I put my camera on, like, selfie mode, and then I was looking at it, like, as if it was a mirror to see, like, oh, what are they doing? What's going on over there? And I took a picture. So I'm just going to show you I'm going to show you the photo so that you can visualize the whole situation. Here it is. Okay, I guess because Instagram format is like vertical, you can't see it all. Lane was sitting beside Carolyn, but there you can see Cheryl's head, and she's talking to Carolyn. That was really worth extending my story, I'm sure. Okay, good night now.